What's going on, man? It's your boy DJ Fresh J back here with another self-improvement type video, man. I've been getting a lot of questions about my fragrances and what I'm wearing now that it's fall. The fall fragrances have come out. They come out the closet, and your boy is smelling type fresh. Compliments for days, day after day after day after day after day. So I'm gonna run through a couple of my fragrances. I'm not gonna give you all my fragrances. I'm gonna give you at least my top 5 that I'm wearing right now during the fall, and probably one fragrance that I just wear like if I'm just going out to run some errands or if I'm bullshitting around the city. All right. So to start off, man, my first fragrance. This isn't ranked higher from high to low or low to highest. But this is just my first fragrance that I'm gonna be talking about. First fragrance, Tom Ford Black Orchid. Man, Tom Ford Black Orchid it snuck up on me. All I can say is snuck up on me because I'm fairly new to the fragrance game, but I've heard a lot of people say, get Tom Ford Black Orchid, Tom Ford Black Orchid. And I was like, I don't really know if I wanna get it. But then once I got it, and once I put my nose on it, and once I smelt it, I was like, yo, this is a fucking beast. And it is a compliment monster. It will get you compliments, garner compliments from ladies, mainly ladies. It's kind of, after a while, after it sits on my skin for a while, it kind of, dies down, and women and men can wear it. It is a man's fragrance. It is a men's fragrance, but the right type of woman could definitely pull this fragrance off. Longevity lasts for hours on end, man. Lasts for hours on end. If you see a little bit of smoke, man, I got an incense burning, man. I keep the incense. You see, I got the candle in the back. I keep some type of fragrance, something going on in my crib while I'm here. But back to this. The longevity of this lasts for hours. I would say this will last up to about 5 to 6 hours. You know what I'm saying? Projection wise, when you first put it on, you're gonna get a lot of projection. So when those first couple hours, that like 1 hour to 2 hour mark, you're gonna be able to get a lot of projection, meaning that the people around you are gonna be able to smell it on you before they even see you. 9 times out of 10. That's how good this is. Tom Ford Black Orchid price mark on this was, I think it's about around, I think it may be like 125, 130-ish. So it's not a cheap, I wouldn't call it necessarily a cheap fragrance, but it's not super expensive. One thing I want to let you guys know is that these fragrances do start to run up in prices. This is more, I would consider this more of like a medium price fragrance. So you're gonna look at about, depending on what size you got, this is the 50 milliliter. This ran me about, like I said, about 120, I think 125-ish, possibly 130-ish. You're not gonna find this in your regular box stores like your Macy's or Belk's. You might stumble across it in like a Dillard's. I picked this up at Saks Fifth Avenue. Tom Ford Black Orchid. Definitely a compliment monster. You definitely will be smelling it on me. Definitely need to get your nose on it if you are, trying to get you a fragrance. My next one was my signature fragrance. Everybody knows the bottle. You got the grenade, pull the tab, and you're gonna smell like the bomb. Spice Bomb Extreme by Viktor and Rolf, man. This right here, this is definitely a fall fragrance. October to at least January, I will be rocking this, especially during the month of November. Smells just like cinnamon cookies and Thanksgiving and Christmas time, and you just want to just wrap yourself up in the shit. You just want to wrap yourself up in it. Smells really, really good, man. Ladies love it. Definitely a cinnamony, vanilla, heavy fragrance, and it is definitely worth the buy. Definitely go pick this up. Spice Bomb Victor Involved. The longevity on it, this is gonna last around 2 to 3 hours. 2 to 3 hours, then you might need to reapply, but you don't want to put on too much, because in that first 30 minutes to an hour, hour and a half, you will be smelling up the room. It is not something you want to wear like on an airplane or something. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're in a confined space, definitely don't want to put too much of this on. You can wear it, but don't put too much of it on. Me, 9 times with Victor Involved Spice Bomb Extreme, I do a bop, bop, hit right here, and that's it. And I may even hit my clothes, but I might hit my clothes earlier in the day. And then when I put on my clothes that I'm going to wear, that if I'm going out, then it already has it on there and it's not overwhelming. This is a very, 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 very strong projection. It's going to project way, way more further than this. Way more further. Spice Bomb, Victor Involved. Price point on this, you can pick this up for anywhere between, I believe, especially if you get it on sale, you can get it from anywhere between like 80 and 120, 125 at the most. You can pick this one up at like your Macy's, your Dillard's. Again, I got this one. This is my second bottle. I already ran through one of these. This is my second bottle. Hopefully this one will last a little bit longer because I got a little bit more in my collection. But I picked this one up from Saks for like 120. Victor Involved Spice Bomb Extreme. Definitely to get your hands on it. Number 3 is Tom Ford Noir Extreme. This one is a cuddle buddy, like close contact type of fragrance. Fellas, if you're going on a date and you're going to be sitting close to a girl, or you're going, you know, you definitely know you're about to end up in the sheets later on tonight, Tom Ford Noir Extreme, definitely something you want to get your hands on. Very, very good fragrance. Only downside I would say to it is that it is rather weak. You're only going to get about an hour, if that, an hour and a half of projection time. Longevity, it sits really close to the skin. What I mean by it sits real close to the skin is when you spray it on, it's not going to project out like the Spice Bomb or the Black Orchid, Tom Ford Black Orchid. It's going to sit real close to the skin, and it's very inviting. It calls for that attention, for you to be close, for that woman that you're with to be drawn closer into you. Tom Ford Noir Extreme, definitely a good buy. Some people don't like it. They say it comes off rather feminine, but it is a man's cologne. It is for men. And for my guys, if you're looking to pick it up, you can pick it up probably at like a Macy's or a Belk or Dillard's. That's going to run you about $110 at the most. I've seen this for as cheap, low as maybe about $80. But on the higher end, especially if you get a bigger size, because this is the 50 ml. If you get a bigger size, of course, it's going to cost you a little bit more. But you really don't need that much. I've had this for a long time, because you only wear this on those date nights when you're going to be close. Like I said, if you're going to be close up with someone, date night fragrance. That's number 3. Number 4, we about to up the price, man. We about to up the ante. And this is when you're starting to get into those niche fragrances, those fragrances that are a little bit more higher end. You're going to have to, you know, unless you got that bag like that, you know, you're going to have to put a little bit more time and money into buying it. And it's something that you really might want to smell before you purchase. The next thing I'm talking about is the Legend Tom Ford Tuscan Leather. Very, very, in my opinion, very exquisite fragrance. Very nice fragrance, very sophisticated. If you want to feel like a fucking $1,000,000, Tom Ford Tuscan Leather. Super, super, super heavy on the leather. It's a dark, heavy fragrance. Perfect for the fall, perfect for those cold, 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 cold nights when you got on your peacoat, or you got on your leather jacket, or you rocking the leather boots or whatever. Tom Ford Tuscan Leather is definitely something you want to pick up. It's not for everybody. It is an acquired taste, but you will get compliments on it, especially, you know, if it rocks with your natural fragrances. Thank God it works for me naturally, and I fuck with it. This is probably my favorite fragrance in my collection. Tom Ford Tuscan Leather. Longevity, this thing will stay on your clothes and stay on you for at least 24 hours. I've sprayed it on before one day, and then the next day, like if I'm washing my clothes, then I've sprayed it on a shirt or something, and I've taken off that shirt and thrown it in the dirty clothes hamper, and I'm washing those clothes like a day later or the next day, you can still smell this Tom Ford Tuscan Leather on it, and it will make your other clothes smell like Tom Ford Tuscan Leather. So that's how strong it is. You definitely, when you're applying this one, only thing you need is a quick pop, 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 and you're good to go. You're not going to need a lot of this. It is a very heavy fragrance, a very dark fragrance. But it is worth it. It is worth it. You know what I'm saying? It is very worth it. Price point on that, $250. $250 on the price point for that Tom Ford Tuscan Leather. And depending on what size you get, 9 times out of 10, you're gonna go upwards into the 300s or more. It is considered, it is a part of his like luxury brand. You got Tom Ford, where it's just the designer brands, which is your Noors, your Black Orchids, and then you have his signature lines, which are going to come in this shape bottle, and these are going to be the more expensive, higher end fragrances. So definitely Tuscan Leather, definitely I will be rocking that this fall and this winter. $250 and up if you're trying to get it. Last but not least, I'm going to talk about my newest favorite fragrance, and the fragrance that has been getting me so many compliments. That would be fragrance from Bond number 9. Bond number 9, Dubai Gold, man. Dubai Gold, man. Look at that. Dubai Gold. Definitely a fragrance that if you you have the extra money, you might want to pick up. Dubai Gold, definitely rocking out for the fall. Longevity lasts at least 3 to 4 hours, in my opinion, especially on your clothes. I tend to spray it more on my clothes than on my skin. I do tend to have a little bit sensitive skin, but I love fragrances. So when I spray it on my clothes, it lasts a lot longer because I don't spray as much on my skin. But Dubai Gold is definitely something you want to pick up. The ladies, I've gotten more compliments from women off of this one than any of my other fragrances besides the Spice Bomb Extreme. Spice Bomb Extreme is really in a league of its own when it comes to compliments. But the Dubai Gold Bond number 9 definitely ranks up there with it. Price point on this is going to be $550 plus tax. And some of the fragrances in the collection can go way beyond that and up into the thousands. But this is something you definitely want to get your hands on if you have the extra coin. Bond number 9, Dubai Gold. That's my, that rounds out my top 5, man. Those will be the main ones I'll be wearing this fall and this winter. If I'm out and about and you just see me kicking it around the city, 9 times out of 10, I will be wearing this fragrance because this is just something I can throw on real quick. Dior Sauvage. Eau de Parfum. You know what I'm saying? Really good pickup. Dior, they did really good work with this. It's just a real rocking around the city, kicking it with your homeboys, kicking it around the city type fragrance. This one cost me around, I think, about $160 because of the size. This is 100 mLs or more, or I think it may be higher than that. Well, actually, it's 200 mLs. So yeah, it was around about 150, 160 for this pickup. As for this is a 100 ml Dubai Gold. Got this from Saks. Some places you're not going to find this. You're only going to find this at your higher end Nordstrom, Saks. You maybe have to order it offline. Dior Sauvage you can pick up pretty much anywhere in retail that sells retail men's fragrances and colognes. But that rounds it out, man. Definitely want to smell good, man. The ladies love it. It would definitely garner your attention and definitely raise your SMV when it comes to the dating game and in the professional setting, man. You want to smell good at all times. Y'all like, comment, share, do all that good shit. But regardless, I'm gonna keep making my videos. Let's get it.